Hello, welcome to Podcassidy. I am here with Kimberly Maurer. Did I pronounce it right? I should have asked
You
first.
did. You did. And everybody else kills it, but you will always get it right. Thank you.
Of course. How are you this very fine evening?
I'm good. I'm good. It was a really good day, and I started a new job, so that was a good day. And just doing all of the monotonous training, where you sit and stare at a screen for hours on end, and everything all day long. And it's like I get home from work, and I'm like, oh my god, my eyeballs are going to fall out of my head. But then where I end up, yeah.
That's crazy.
And then I ended up here. As soon as I get home from work, I'm on the computer, checking my email, and it's like I never leave a chair of some sort. So
Yeah, I definitely I feel that one. But that's just because of me. I find so many things to do.
Right.
And then between the work stuff and, the LinkedIn stuff, the social media stuff, there's so many people to talk to and respond to. Like, when do I have time?
I know. And that's why I keep getting kicked off LinkedIn. I keep getting put in freaking solitary confinement because I talk too much. But when I get home or I'm, replying to people on my lunch break and stuff, it's like you're trying to catch up with everybody. And then when I get home, I'm like replying to everybody, and there's like so many people to reply to. And and then I'm like, comment. What does it say? We're sorry, you cannot comment at this time. Please try again later. Learn more, it says. Oh my god, I spent 20 minutes.
I've done enough learning. I'm sick of your learning.
It's like it's for a platform that you're supposed to be having conversations with and networking and doing things, but you're not allowed to say anything. You're cut off. LinkedIn's like, nope, not today. You said way too much.
Right.
Move along, little doggy.
You're cut off.
That's how I feel too. I'm like, what? I'm not done. Like when Dina and I did our podcast, I think it was last Sunday or the weekend before, there was like 243 comments, and I always like to go back through them and reply to people if we didn't get them up on the screen during the podcast. So I always like to go back, and I was just tooling along, replying to everybody, and it said done. I'm like, what? I had to wait almost 12 hours before I could reply to anybody else. I was like, really?
24 hours?
Yeah, it was ridiculous. Oh ridiculous. So I am so excited to be here. Thank you for this. Thank you.
Of course. And one of the good things about being on this side of the podcast is the comment ban. We speak.
Right?
So I don't necessarily put as many comments in. I try to. I just responded to Chase, who said break all the legs. I'm going to assume the emphasis of broken legs is with emphasis of good luck and not a threat.
Right. They're watching, Chase. Be careful. They're watching. They have spies everywhere. LinkedIn's watching. It's so funny though. You comment and you have real conversations on here with people, and all of a sudden it's like you can see some stupid comment or something. Obviously, it's probably not a real person. It's a bot or whatever, and it will just simply say agree or whatever. Or they'll put some stupid post up or something, and it will just go crazy. It's like it's pushed. The algorithm has pushed it. So I'm like, seriously. We're having like legitimate conversations here, and that's what you want to push? Makes me crazy, but no, it's so much fun. And I think I found, I think I found you first. And then I wandered into, don't tell Max. And then I wandered into Max's little village, and with his crazy ass hats, and Josh the other night with his crazy ass hair. I'm still trying to get that vision out of my head, but the blonde one, that was ridiculous. But and then then I found, I want to say, is it Bradley? I think Bradley's, and then And then Kenneth's was last night. It's like this village, this community that you have built, all of you guys, is just amazing. And with Kelly and, oh my God, Anna Claire and David Hay. I mean, I could just sit here and read through the comments, because every
great people in the community. Like, it's almost overwhelming. Because you want to like thank people and be like, yes, this person is great, this person is great, but then it's like, oh my God, but this person is also so great too, and I don't want to forget anyone. Like,
right.
It's such a blessing, really, to have like a large community of people that like really do support each other like this. Like,
yeah, it's everything. Yeah, it's everything. And it's like I said, I get home from work and I'm tired as shit, and I don't, I'm just thinking about bed all day long. I'm thinking about coming home and getting in my bed, and then it's like, oh, wait, it's almost time. So then I'm in yours, watching yours, and in the conversation with everybody, and then it's like everybody says bye, and then boom, we're like hello again over in Max's, or we're somewhere else. It's like hello again.
Right. I know. I almost love the fact that they're like back to back to back, because it's almost like if you only are able to go like 10 minutes of one person's, like another person's is right after. If I go to the tail end of like Max's, I know that Bradley and Jay and Kathy had theirs right after, which actually I think they moved theirs to being 7, but I digress. It's still the point that they're like all next to each other.
Yeah. We're just following from one village to the next village. I just love it. And everybody's been so kind and so friendly and supportive, in the comments and on, like coming to my village and commenting on my posts. And Dylan C and I, he wrote a really, really good post today, and it moved me deeply. And I had it actually inspired me to write another post, kind of bouncing off of that one. Friction without exile, because we talk so much about speaking up and feeling safe enough, having that psychological safety, and especially in healthcare. And we were talking about having that safe space where you could speak up. You can go to your manager. You can go to the powers that be, and because we always talk about, if you see something, say something. But a lot of times it's really, you don't feel safe enough to do that. So the post that I kind of bounced off of his was that you can have friction. It's okay to disagree with somebody. You don't have to agree with everybody all the time. You don't have to pussyfoot around something. You don't have to sugarcoat everything. Just have a real raw conversation. And the conversations are not always comfortable, but a lot of times those conversations are the ones that you really need to have, because if people are holding stuff back, they eventually they just stop raising their hand. You know what I mean? They're just like, fuck it, it's never going to change. It's always going to be like this. Why do I even say anything? But why do I even talk anymore? Because nothing changes. And I think you can say that for just about every industry across the board. I believe that so many people, that if there is issues and you don't feel like you can talk about it, you can't raise your hand, then people they just exist. And what kind of a job is that? What kind of a environment is that, where you don't feel like you're thriving? You're just, and we talk about the nurses sitting there and job searching, and they're looking on LinkedIn for jobs, or they're looking on Indeed, or they're rewriting their resume, or it's sad. It's really sad. And I know that most everybody that is in the comments and we've had these conversations with, they know healthcare is so broken. And, I've been in it for 36 years now. It is really sad where it's gone, where it's going. But I just want to tell people, and I say this all the time on the podcast with Dina, that each and every one of us, every day when we go to work, we have the power to change it. We have the power to bring things to light. We have the power to support one another. And so many people, they're struggling, and nobody thinks to say, hey, are you okay? can I do anything? I just want you to know that I'm here, because a lot of times there's so many struggles that people are going through secretly that they don't talk about. But when somebody's been a high performer and all of a sudden they're quiet, or, they're missing work, or they're just not the same anymore. You just know. I just stand with your people. Look to your left, look to your right. They're right beside you. Just be kind. It's so easy to be kind. I always say kindness is free and happiness is contagious. Just do it. Like the Nike commercial, just do it. It's not hard. Oh my goodness. So
one of
so
the
I'm
things.
go ahead.
I'm so sorry.
Go ahead. What?
Go ahead. Or you finish what you're saying.
I was gonna say, I am coming home to Michigan. I leave tomorrow, and you and I are gonna hook up, sister. I need to give you a hug.
We are. We are going to meet up. It's going to be so much fun. I'm going to kick this cold in its ass first, so I don't give you anything nasty. But no, I'm very, very excited. I've met with Katie Ryder from here, who was like my first like LinkedIn bestie, pretty much the first person I had like a close relationship with. I met up with her not too long ago, and then I also met up with Serena Holmes in Chicago, and nice. Warms my heart just thinking about Serena. I love her so much. So I know meeting up with you, chef's kiss. It's going to be so much fun.
Isn't it though? It's so cool, especially when so I've been on LinkedIn. I got back on LinkedIn a year ago. And, it's been growing, and I started out with no connections and no followers. And it's just been talking and having these conversations. And then I met Ashley Scott, and her and I wrote my book together. And it's so invigorating to finally meet the people in person, and see them outside of here, or run into them somewhere, and you're like, oh my God, So it does definitely cross the border of being, we want to say, an online life, to the reality of it. It is so cool to actually give that person a hug and put a face to that. I know when we're doing the podcast and whatnot, I see your face, and like with Dina and everybody, I see their face, and we have the conversation like this, but there is nothing like giving the person a hug. And I always tell everybody in the comments too, you need a hug. Max always needs a hug. He I always tell Max, you need a hug.
I think it was Max that had said something very similar, where it was like nothing like compares to being able to like give that person a hug, like in person, like to see them like real. So I'll be excited.
You don't always
want to take us out of that restaurant. They'll be like, you've been here way too long. It's time to go. We have other customers to serve.
We'll just have to keep drinking something, or passing the appetizers or something.
Tailgating their parking lot.
We may just be too loud. They'll kick us out anyway. So it's okay. It's okay. And it's funny, when I went to so I was a keynote speaker at Modern Nurse Fest, and I actually was awarded Nurse of the Year for Florida for them, which was wonderful.
Okay, congratulations. Okay, Nurse of the Year.
Yeah, yes.
That's crazy. That's amazing.
It's been, it has been an amazing whirlwind. I've been in 3 magazines now. I made the cover of Nursing Stars magazine just this past month, and with my book and the articles, and I write for Medicine Forward, and I've written for Thimble, and I've been an SSRN, and I'm not bragging. I'm just proud, you guys, because before all of this, and after getting sick with COVID and the brain tumor and everything that I've been through the last 5 years, I just really never knew what was going to happen. You know what I mean? I didn't expect to be where I am now and to have the voice that I do now.
Yeah.
So, and starting my business, Unapologetically You Collective, I just was going to live unapologetically. I'm done apologizing. I'm done trying to fit in spaces that were never meant for me. And I always tell people, never shrink to fit a room, and
Yep.
the most sacred boundary is this: if it dims your light, it was never meant to carry your fire.
Yeah.
So always remember that. Never let anyone kill your buzz. Never let anybody dull your shine. You just keep on shining. Just keep on being yourself, unapologetically, unbothered, and just enjoy, because life is too short, you guys. And when I went through my health crisis, honestly, I didn't know what I was going to do. When I woke up after surgery, I remember thinking, God, am I still myself? And, uh, am I going to remember people? I just didn't even know what to think when I woke up, And with it being COVID, I couldn't have any visitors. So I woke up to complete strangers. And yeah, so that was really tough.
Scary.
But looking back at it now and where I've come now is, what doesn't kill you makes you live. You just keep pushing, you keep going. You just never know, when you think a door is closed, it opens, another one opens. And if it doesn't open, you jump out the fucking window.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, just jump out the window, because there's an opening somewhere. So I know so many people have been commenting about trying to find work, and it's so hard right now. And it is. It took me quite some time to find this job, because, everybody
And you're
with
nurse of the year.
yeah, right.
Like, nurse of the year took a while to get a job. Like, it's hard.
It really is. But it's like with the new AI systems and the ATS systems, you don't ever really get in front of a person. It's so hard to get past. You apply and you send your resume, but you never know, because you never hear anything unless you get that stupid auto reply email that says, we've received your application, blah, blah, blah. If the team decides to move forward, we'll reach out to you. And then you never hear nothing. Or even worse, you never hear anything. And you're like, oh my God, I applied and I haven't heard anything. How many people can say it? They've been ghosted, or you think, oh, I'm gonna be, I know I got this, or the interview went really, really good. I mean, I had 4 interviews for a job, and all of it went really, really good, but I didn't get the job. Figure that one out. 4 different interviews that all went phenomenal. And it's like, okay. So then you start questioning yourself. You're like, oh my God, maybe something's wrong with me. I think people think that, we start doubting ourselves. We start thinking, God, what am I doing wrong? Am I talking too much? Am I not saying enough? Have I overshared? It is really, really tough out here. And I get people in my DMs all the time, do you have any suggestions? Do you know anybody? And, I put posts out there all the time, amplifying somebody, or, hey, this is so-and-so, meet them, or they're looking for a job, or if you need somebody who can do this person. And that's what we have to do on this platform, is just keep supporting one another, keep pushing each other forward, keep lifting each other up, because we are all we have. Nobody's come to save you. So you find your village, you find your community, and you just keep growing, and just support each other all the time. We don't always have good days. I'm not that naive, but it's always good to just say, hey, hey, or something, just something to where somebody doesn't feel that they're alone and they're by themselves, and they're going through this alone. So yeah. So yeah, I can get emotional about it, but I won't. I get it.
Like,
it's just been a journey.
It's hard. It is hard. And I've been working in hiring. I see it all the time, and I talk to people all the time about it. And I really have like nothing to really like console them with, because besides telling them it's not you, because it's not.
Right.
really all I can do, which is what I'm gonna do, is the like career coaching that I'm going to like eventually start like incorporating so that I can actually like talk to people more in depth about like what's going on and try to identify like if there is anything that we can like do to try to help.
Right.
But
Right.
at the end of the day, like there's just so much I don't know what you want to say. It's so flooded. So many job seekers
Yeah.
and not enough jobs that are paying what is a job seeker's worth. They are all paying very little, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
There's a mismatch between the jobs and the needs of job seekers out there is the biggest thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And, I always tell, especially nurses, when they come to me and, because, I do coaching and pivoting and leadership coaching. And they come to me, and a lot of times we talk so much about the system being broken and what's broken. And so many people are so angry, but I have them start journaling. Put that anger somewhere, set that down somewhere, just kind of write it out every day. Write down what you're feeling, write how you feel that day, what you could have done differently, how you handled something. But always go back to your why. Why did you get into this profession in the first place? What keeps you there? Why do you want to leave? And if you want to leave, where do you want to do? What lights your fire? What lights you up? What gets you out of bed in the morning? Those are the kinds of things and the kinds of jobs that you have to be looking for. Something that I was going to be a car salesman. I thought, fuck, I can sell cars. I love talking to people. I could sell a car all day long. I considered it. I ain't lying. I considered it. Seriously.
Oh my God. You as a car salesman, it's not right. It's not right.
Seriously.
I know you can do it, but it's not right. You're a nurse.
I know.
You belong in healthcare.
I know, but it would have been fun. I do love cars, and anytime I go look at a car or test drive a car, they don't know what to think of me, obviously. But because I'm like, I'm gonna go test drive it, and they'll say, "Well, do you know what you're looking for?" The typical salesy speech crap. And I like, okay, well, it has to have a moonroof. It has to have a good sound system. It has to look good. I have to look good in it. And it has to have leather seats. You know what I mean? You get in a car and you're like, yeah, no, I'm not feeling this one. And it's like, yeah, no, I don't like this one. So it's got to have all of those kinds of bells and whistles. And then, so they're like, oh, okay, so I'll find one. And they're, oh, you want to go for a test drive? Sure, let's go for a test drive. And they want to just take you around the block, just around the block. Well, we don't just go around the block when I test drive. So I'm like, oh, they're like, oh, you're supposed to turn here. Oh, no, we're not turning there. We're going down here. We're gonna hop on the highway and we're gonna see what this baby's got, and then we'll go back to the dealership. I can't just go for a drive around a block and tell you if I like it or not. I want to hear it. It's got to have some rumble. I want to hear the stereo. So that really floors them, because I turn the stereo all the way up because I have to hear the stereo. I have to test it out. If you can't handle it, you are in the wrong job. I'm that girl. I want to kick the tires. I want to see the motor. I want all of it.
You're leaving some tire tracks as you're squealing out the parking lot.
Yep. I have on occasion. Yep. But it's fun. And I just thought, you know what? I can sell cars. I could do this. This is so much fun. So yeah, and they do make really good money. They really do make good money. So yeah. Anyway, that'd be my second life as a car salesman. So yeah.
No, I did it. There are so many times where I was job seeking and like I would come across something. I'm like, I could do that. And I'm like, but do I want to do that? I know the answer is no. Do I want to do it, or do I just want to prove to myself that I can do
it? Right. Yeah.
The answer is no. I just don't want to. And like that takes a lot while job seeking too. And when you're in that state of desperation and you are like trying to find something, like really having that ability to put yourself in that job a month ahead of time when you're actually hired there, and if you
Yeah.
can do it and want to do it.
Yeah.
Because man, there was one job that I almost took. I even signed the paperwork for it and everything. It was like an HR coordinator for Michigan Dairy for
Oh,
for Kroger. They like make the milk and the ice cream and everything for all the Krogers around here.
I love
But
Kroger. I
like
miss Kroger. I miss Kroger.
but this job, it was only paying $2 more than what I was currently making at my remote job. I was going to have to be driving 45 minutes out to and from every day. It was in a food environment, so my piercings, my lashes, that's a no-go. I was going to have to give up those, which I very much did not want to do. I really enjoy them. That's why I have them.
Right.
There were just so many things that like felt wrong about that job. But I was like, this is the direction I want to go in. So I
Right.
guess I'll go for it. And something happened without going into specifics that changed, and I was no longer moving forward in the position. And I was like, I feel like this was meant to happen. Like I wasn't meant to have this because I was so hesitant, and all these things were coming to mind the entire time of like, I don't want to have to do that. I don't want to have to do that. I don't want to have to do that, but I will suck it up so that I have this job.
Right.
Um,
And I think a lot of us do that. We settle, right? We're thinking we're so desperate and we need a job. The bills are paid, the bills need to be paid and we have to eat. And it's like, yeah, no, I really don't. I mean, I've been there before and it's like, yeah, God, I really don't want this job. I'm not excited about it, but I need a job. I have to pay the bills. I have to live. I'm going to be living in my car. Then they're going to take my car, and then I'm going to be homeless every time I drive somebody pushing a shopping cart down the road. I'm like, that's me in a few years.
No.
But but it's true. I think we all, with the way the economy is and the way the world is right now, it's scary. You just don't know. And it seems like there is such a plethora of positions. You see them all over LinkedIn all the time, all these jobs. And, you look on Indeed, there's all these jobs, but you apply for months and months and months, and you don't even get a bite. It's like, God, what? And then again, like I said, you start blaming yourself. You start thinking that, God, there's something wrong with me. And then people are offering to have your resume, let me rewrite your resume for you. And you pay to do it. And it's like, mine was way better than that. I did way better than that. And I just paid you so and so money and it didn't get me any further. So, yeah.
Right.
It's a vicious circle. Most definitely.
Yeah.
But it comes down to that. So what is that? It's not you, it's me. It's not me, it's you.
Right. Right.
Turn it around. I have not even paid attention to the comments. I who's ever here, I'm so glad you're here. Love you, long time. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I was gonna ask a question from them next. I'm paying attention. I got it.
Okay. All right. Have I missed anything?
Well, Erin is asking about, well, it's kind of a broad question.
Okay.
Where'd it go? She said, how bad is it there in terms of jobs in relation to healthcare jobs? So I guess, can you kind of tell us like your journey to getting this job that you first started? Like how long did it take you? What did you do?
So I've been doing home health pediatrics for over a year now. And the hours are not always guaranteed. And depending on what case you take, I went from 40 hours to 28 hours because of the case that I took. And it was $4 less an hour for that case because it goes on acuity. And, whether they have a G-tube, a trach, cost me anything like that. The more the more things they have, obviously, the insurance will pay more. But so the one that I took, because it was closer to home, I thought, well, it's closer, the drive won't be so much. Gas was so expensive. And I took that, but then it was only going to be getting 28 hours a week, and I have to have 40. And so, and then I have to go over the bridge to go into Cape Coral. And that cost me $5 a day to do the tolls back and forth. So you figure you add that up for the week, minus the money that you're not making, plus the cost of gas. It's like, oh God, this isn't working. As much as I love it, it's not, the hours aren't always guaranteed. So the job that I have right now, I'm an intake coordinator with Angels Care Home Health. And it's an amazing company, and the people are wonderful. And I actually have had the pleasure of doing some callbacks and reaching out to some of the previous patients just to check on them. And yeah, I have so much fun. I know people just don't know what to do with me when I call them, because I'm all happy and cheery and, whatever. And I actually made a call yesterday, and it was her 93rd birthday. She's like, oh, I just celebrated my 93rd birthday.
Oh,
God, happy birthday. And she sounded so spry and so happy. And that just warmed my heart. You know what I mean? That just made my day, that this woman is celebrating her 93rd birthday, and she sounds so good. And her family was able to come and take her out. And it just has a lot of good things to it. But so a year ago, I met Lori Price on LinkedIn, and she had I think it was a care manager role or something posted, and I could do everything of the job, but I wasn't an RN, so I couldn't be considered for the position. So she said, I will keep you in mind. And if anything ever comes up, I'll reach out. Well, what was it? 2.5 weeks ago, I got a DM at like 3 a.m. She's like, we just had a role open up and you would be perfect for it. Call me today. So, and that's the rest is history. So, so sometimes it's not all about what, sometimes, and, the applications that you've put into or whatever. It was her and I had a conversation, and just keep me in mind, if anything ever comes up. And lo and behold, something came up, and she reached out, and here I am. So I just say, just keep trucking, just keep being positive, and just know that there is something out there, and people do see you. They don't always announce themselves, but people are always watching. They're paying attention, and it will happen. It will be happening. Just stay positive. I know it sucks. And again, being there, it does suck, and it is really scary, because you just don't know how you're going to pay the bills, and can I pay my rent this month to keep a roof over my head? And if you're late, you get a $175 charge if you're a day late. So it's like, add that on top of it. So, and living here is not cheap at all.
I can only imagine.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm in a 1-1, and with my rent, the utilities, I'm about $2,400 a month. Just
oh my God.
Just
what major city are you near?
So I'm in Fort Myers.
Okay, gotcha. Damn.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's insane. That's like twice as much as we pay.
I know, it's crazy.
Like, you need to get your ass back to Michigan, Kim. What are you doing down there?
I know, but there, dude, I applied back to the hospital. I applied to some other jobs there, and the pay is so different, and there just wasn't anything that just was like worth me, other than my kids and my parents and, my family, obviously, because I don't have any family here. But I hate Michigan. I hate the cold. And sorry, I loathe it. I loathe winter. I can't do it. That's me being absolutely honest. And if you could think, hear the Grinch's voice and him saying where he loathes. Remember when he says that in the movie? That's how I feel about Michigan. I mean, it's beautiful. I love the spring and the summer and the fall, but when winter comes, it just sucks balls. It's just dark and gray and so depressing and cold. I just can't do it. I just can't do it. And it's sunny, and we've had a lot of rain lately, but it's sunny here, and you can go to the beach, and you can just being outside. Everything is so pretty. Everything is just so pretty. And there's always something to do, someplace to go, a walk, whatever. I can go out at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning and walk around my complex, you know what I mean? And not be worried. And it's just, now I've been here since August of 2021. I moved here. So it's tough to think that, and I was going to actually think about moving home. I was like, okay, I couldn't find anything here. And I was like, all right, I'm just going to put my tail between my legs and go home. But, and lo and behold, here I am, and I get to stay. So
yeah. I know. The Michigan winters are so rough. And I speak so highly of Michigan. I'm like, I love Michigan. I could never leave. And then literally every winter, I'm sitting here like, it's so cold. It's so dark. I, like, to be frank, want to die because the seasonal depression will get me so down. And then somehow, some way, 3 months later, I'm like, oh, but the sun's out. We're okay for like the next 3 months.
Yeah, I was home in January, and it was so cold. It was so cold. And then when the sun would finally come out, it's just everything is dead. Everything is muddy. The potholes. My God, the flipping roads there will swallow your car. Absolutely swallow your car. I mean, there's potholes big as your car. I hate driving on Michigan roads. Oh my God. So that was one of the best things when I first moved here, was like, oh my God, there's no potholes. I know it seems stupid, but when you drive on them all the time and you're dodging and weaving, I look like I'm drunk half the time in Michigan driving because I'm trying to avoid the potholes. So that's another plus.
Me just driving home, I'm like, oh, yep, that pothole's been there for the last 10 years.
Right.
Let's go around it. They just keep filling it in with Oreo crumbs and hoping for the best.
Right. Just pray it holds up, and it doesn't. And then, a few drives on it, and then you're throwing that shit all over your car. And girl, no.
They fill it in. It lasts all of like 3 days.
Right. And I will say that here, the roads are so good. And if I've ever come across a pothole, like on my drive home, I mean, it's just small, but I'll be damned, it's fixed the next day. I mean, they got people like on it, like right now. It don't stay like that long, which is so nice. So nice. Yeah. But the thing that I hate here, and I don't know how much time you've spent in Florida, but like when you have a car accident, and there's a lot of them here because people don't know how to do 4-way stops. Everybody runs red lights. If you drive in Florida, stop at the light.
I saw the way they drove in Miami. It was crazy.
Oh my God. Oh my God. You definitely look always before you go, even though your light's green, pay attention, because there's always somebody running a red light. But, so I'm from Jackson, and we had Phelps Towing, and a close friend of the families and whatnot. And anytime the guys there would be an accident and you would be on a scene or whatever, they always cleaned up the road, right? There wasn't debris. There wasn't car parts. There wasn't that glass and all that stuff all over the road. Here, they leave it. It's the craziest thing. And then you're trying to drive around. Yeah, and then you wonder why your tire gets popped because you're driving over all the crap that was left at a scene. But I'll have to take a picture. I will have to take a picture when I go to work tomorrow, and because there was just another accident on my way home. I'll take a picture of the intersection. There's shit everywhere, like broken taillight parts and glass, and I've seen many bumpers on the side of the road or in the median. It's like, I don't get it. Why don't they take care of that stuff?
Yeah. I know.
It's crazy. The little things. The little things
I know.
that bug us, you know.
Right, that you're like, I kind of miss when they would do that, when they would sweep up the glass.
Right,
Because
right,
that's very typical. That happens all the time. There's an accident, there's someone sweeping afterwards. That's just what
right,
happens.
right.
So if
That's
I
always,
didn't see someone like them just leaving, I also would be like, what kind of place is this? We just leave our trash
exactly,
in the road?
exactly. That's how I was. I'm like, oh my God, they're not going to clean that up. They're just
Yeah.
going to leave it. Okay. I mean, there's been several times I've been tempted to get out of my car and go pick up something out of the road and put it on the side of the road, just because I think about all the motorcycles, you know, all the people that ride motorcycles. It only
Yeah.
takes one little thing like that and wiping them out, you know. So
Yeah,
safety,
exactly.
safety first, safety.
Yeah.
My goodness.
No,
Girl.
getting into taxis in Miami was like scary. The way that they honked at each other, the way that they were just like the weaving in and out. I was like
It's
hanging
scary.
onto the walls, like, oh my God.
It is scary
As long
driving.
as I make it to this boat, okay.
Yeah,
That's all that matters.
it is scary driving in Miami. There is no doubt. There is no doubt. They drive way too fast, way too fast. And another thing about Miami is that it's like, you know, the one lane is, you know, 60, 70. The middle lane's usually 80 to 90. The left lane, you're on your own. It's kind of like, and you cannot be at a green light or at a light and it turned green for more than a few seconds and you got somebody behind you beeping at you. It's like, really? Dude, it just turned green. Calm yourself.
Yeah, no, you're from Michigan, so you know if you act like that to someone in Detroit, it doesn't work like that here. You don't do that here.
No eye contact, no nothing. You keep your head down.
You pay attention, you go. You give them their couple seconds, and then the light honk, and then it's like, oh, okay, that's my bad. That was my bad.
Yeah,
but no, immediately, like, you're gonna rub someone the wrong way. It's
road rage is real for sure, especially there. Oh my gosh.
Right, like I-94 gets so bad, so crazy, especially going through Detroit.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so, I'll be on it tomorrow.
Yes.
Oh, remind me.
Yeah. But hey, you'll have like a straight shot. It should be pretty easy for you to get there. And, you know, where you're going isn't too far from where the airport is either. It'll be okay.
Yeah, it's only an hour. So it's not horrible. But yeah, people are crazy for sure on 94. It's scary in the wintertime. It's so scary in the wintertime. Them semi trucks, girl, I do not miss driving that road in the wintertime.
Yeah.
Them semis, whoo, they are going hell bent for election. You better get out of their way. They don't care if there's 10 foot of snow on that road. They're going 100 miles an hour.
Yeah. No, really. They have the speed limit at 55, and people are just like 80, 90, casual, no problem. Yeah, typical.
No problem. Yep. Like, oh my God. And you get in the left lane for 5 seconds and you're passing somebody and you got somebody
on you.
Oh my God. It's like, I'm going. Jesus God, let me get over. Holy shit.
I know. The Motor City takes driving serious.
Yeah, it is. It is definitely serious driving there for sure. Oh my God, girl. It'd be nice to be home though. I'm excited. It'd be nice to just to see everybody and hug my grandbabies and see my parents and my brothers.
The grandbabies.
Yeah, the grandbabies. Oh, they're getting so big. Daisy will be 2 in September and Walker will be 4 in December or in November. So, and him and my youngest son have the same birthday in November.
Aww.
That's chances. My youngest son and my grandson have the same birthday.
I love that.
So crazy.
Is there since you moved to Florida, a few years ago. Is there anything that like you've been wanting to do but you haven't had the opportunity to do that, where you're like, okay, now that I'm moving to Florida, I'm gonna do this, and this, but you just haven't yet?
God, there's so many things, because I really wanted to, there really is, because there's so much to do here. You can go in any direction and go to a club, a festival, an art festival, a music event, or something, a car show. I'm really looking forward to the car shows coming. I love car shows. So I've been kind of paying attention to when the next one of those comes out. But I really wanted to get to Captiva and to St. James City before the hurricanes, and I did not make it. So much has changed since then. But there's so many beautiful places to visit here. Like I said, you can go in any direction and find something to do, or be someplace that you've never been. So I would have to say there's lots of places I would love to go. And you come into Florida thinking, oh yeah, I'm moving to Florida, I'm going to go to the beach every day, and I'm going to go here, and I'm going to go there, and I'm going to go get some shells, la la la. Girl, it don't work that way. When you when you work and you live, you go to work every day, you ain't got no time for the beach. And when the weekend comes, it's like you got grocery shopping, you have laundry, you have other stuff to get done. So there was always that misconception of, oh yeah, I'm going to go to the beach and da 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 da. Girl, no.
When?
No. Yeah, when? When people always say, did you get to the beach this weekend? Do you have plans to go to the beach this weekend? I'm like, oh yeah, that's a pipe dream, but no. Not this weekend. But one of my friends
from Michigan, you could have gone to the beach here too.
I know. I did live in Grand Rapids, and we went to Grand Haven and Traverse City and Mackinac all the time. So it is beautiful up there, and there's nothing like the water up there too. I don't know, it's just different. And I'm a water girl. I always have to be by the water. I've always lived on the water, near the water, somehow, some way. Had a boat, owned a few. And so it's just, I always knew, and my kids have been drawing palm trees and hammocks on Mother's Day cards and birthday cards since I can remember. Since they could be able to draw. Yeah, they've always been drawing palm trees and stuff, and they've always known that Mom's going to move to Florida someday. Mom's going to move to Florida. Sure as shit, she did.
I love that. That's amazing. Have you gotten to at least lay in a hammock between two palm trees?
Yes, actually, here where I live, we have hammocks right in our pool. We have like a resort style pool here. It's gorgeous. And they have hammocks and the little cabanas, but there's no cabana boy, which sucks. But such is life. There's no pool boy to, everybody's like, oh, you get a pool boy? Yeah, there's no pool boy. But
yeah.
But lots of amenities and things. So, like I said, there's always something to do, some place to go, always some sort of event. So it is a good place to live, other than the cost of living, and the cost of living is so expensive. But definitely, if you come, you can come stay with me, and I'll show you around for sure. It'd be a good time.
Oh, I would love that.
It'd be a good time. I can't promise we're going to get to the beach, but we will try.
It's okay. There are so many things to do in Florida besides go to the beach. I feel like go to the beach is so like, I don't know, typical.
Cliche,
Let's do something fun. Let's do something that other people don't do.
Right. And
you know what I mean?
Yeah, and people come down here and visit. They're they'll be like, "Oh, you want to go to Outback or something?" I'm like, "No, I want to go someplace that I don't have at home." I'm like, okay.
Outback.
I love Outback.
No, I'm the same way. Like when I go somewhere, I want to go to a place that is like local to there. I'm not trying to go to a chain that we have back at home. Because why? I would go eat at home there.
Right. Yeah. No, there's so many places here, and people always, when they come, they want to go get seafood. So we usually go to
that would make sense.
Yeah. So if you ever come to Cape Coral, you got to go to Lobster Lady. Lobster Lady is the best place to go for seafood and stuff that's local to here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A good variety and the prices are good. So good stuff. Good stuff. But again, there's so much stuff to do here. So
I know. Is the weather the best part about having moved there? Like, is that what you feel the best about since moving down there, or is there something else that you would say is like the best?
The weather is definitely a huge part of why I moved to Florida. But I would say just because I always wanted to be here. You know, I've been to every state in the U.S. except I think one now. And my other job before COVID, used to travel all over the U.S. doing. We did OB education, so we traveled all over the U.S. getting nurses certified on every aspect of OB. I was labor and delivery nurse for over 20 years, and did OB education. So the company I worked for, Professional Education Center, we did all of that. We got nurses certified in ultrasound, fetal monitoring, maternal child, NICU, just all of the aspects of women's health and OB. And COVID wiped that out. So couldn't travel anymore. You know, you couldn't have the big venues. You couldn't do any of that. But everything we did was education at a vacation destination. So it was like Vegas and Hawaii, and we did a cruise every year. We did a labor and learn cruise every year. So during Nurses Week. So it was always a really, really good time. So, you know, and coming to Florida, I've been to so many of the cities and places in Florida because that's what we did. You know, we tried to book events where people could come, you know, like Clearwater and Tampa and Miami. But I'd say definitely the weather was the biggest draw for me, obviously, because I hate winter, hate the cold. And I just, I needed a change, you know, I needed something different. And moving here when I did, you know, I had just had surgery and was recovering and just was getting divorced and just so much was happening. I was like, I need a clean slate. I need to start over, like fresh start over. So loaded up a 20-foot U-Haul truck, put my car on a dolly, me and my bulldog, and trucked it all the way here, 21 hours straight, and arrived in Florida. And I've been here ever since. So it was a good move for me. I've made so many amazing friends here, and I have great neighbors, and it's been a blessing in so many ways. So lots of good things. Lots of good things. Do I get homesick? Absolutely. Do I want to move home? Absolutely not. Being completely honest in that regard, yeah, no. And I think we all get homesick. You know, if you move somewhere and you're there for a while, it's like, how long does it take for that to become home? Because people, you know, they call us implants. We're not Floridians, we're implants because we came from somewhere else, right? So it's like, how long does it take before you're a Floridian or
before you're accepted by the Florida natives?
Yes, by the local natives before you're accepted.
Have you heard of like the Midwest accent? Have you gone down there and anyone said like you have an accent or I can tell you're not from here or anything like that?
You know, some people have said that, and people have said that on the podcast before that I have an accent. But I don't think I do. Do you think I have an accent?
No.
Anybody in the audience, do I have an accent? Tell me. I want to know. I'll tell you though, I wish I knew Spanish because so many people speak Spanish here. And I know how to say no puje, which is don't push, and hola, gracias. Yeah, I had to learn don't push. Don't push, I know that. No puje, no puje. But other than that, that's one thing I wish I would have brushed up on was learning Spanish. But I can't roll my tongue. You know, when people speak Spanish, you have to be able to. I can't do it. I can't do it. So I sound like I'm talking smack when I try to say something in Spanish. It doesn't. But I tell you what though, I love watching a pissed off Spanish woman or speaking it. It is. I think it's so sexy and it's just so. I'm just like glued. I'm like, oh my God. Because
Yeah.
they just, you know what I mean? Especially when they're all fired up and you can't make no sense of what they're saying, but it sounds really cool.
Yeah, I don't know. I've heard my mother-in-law going in on my husband at times, and it's scary in my opinion. And then he'll tell me afterwards, like some of the things. I'm like, oh my God, she said that. Like I didn't even pick up on that.
But it sounds so cool. Oh my goodness, I'm just intrigued by it. I
Right.
wish I'd learned. I should have learned. But oh my goodness. So tell me about your day. What'd you do today? What'd you do exciting?
I slept in until like 10.
Awesome.
I know.
Awesome.
I slept in today. Felt good.
Good. You need the rest.
I spent a lot of time on LinkedIn.
Okay.
I took a shower today.
Oh, that's good. That's always a first.
I had some cold brew. Homemade cold brew. I've posted a photo of it.
Nice.
Mostly just dicked around on Discord, to be honest.
All right, fabulous.
I did a few things for my website, but not very much. I sent a little thing with my details. I'm having someone help me make a landing page that has like my socials and stuff on it, because I don't have a place that's like consolidated with all my socials and stuff. So I put together something for that and sent it to someone else. Like, that's some work for today. But no, I woke up today, I was like, I'm not feeling too hot, and I've already been pushing myself this week when I shouldn't have been, because I was on vacation last week and knew I needed to do some stuff. So I was taking it chill, and I'm gonna try to take it chill this weekend too.
You gotta rest. You gotta give yourself grace and step away from the computer. Shut the eyeballs. Rest.
I'm learning to give myself more time and grace, and like I let myself get really stressed out about the stupidest stuff, because it would be like I messaged you, I was like, oh my God, Kim, I'm sorry I didn't post the event until Thursday evening. The last two Podcassidies, I didn't send invites out to guests to invite them to the podcast, as compared to when I normally do, which, you know, that is a process for me. I have to hand type every single person's name. But I'm tired. And I was like, I need to just be okay with letting that go.
And that's burnout. You know, we talk about that all the time. You just keep pushing forward, and you keep pushing because you think you have to show up every single day. You have to show up on, you know, all the platforms, where you have to show up and be present all the time. And it does become exhausting. It does. But, you know, when you're not feeling well and you're tired and you're coughing up stuff, you definitely need to step back. That's your body saying, all right, sister, chill. You need time out. Take a time out, you know, because it's just hammering your immune system, and you don't want it to get worse. But that's what we do. We just push. We think we have to show up, and, you know, LinkedIn, it's I don't want to say addicting, but I find myself, it's like I get up in the morning and make my coffee, whatever. I sit down, I'm checking my emails, and I'm going through and I'm commenting. I'll schedule my posts for the day or whatever in the morning. But then you get sucked in because someone commented and you're like, oh, I got to reply. You know, this post was good, so I should share that. And I think we're constantly showing up, and we just don't give ourselves enough grace to step away. And, you know, it is so weird how when you're present and then you're not, you almost feel guilty, right? You almost feel guilty because, like, you took a few days off, or I didn't post anything today. God, I should have posted something today. How come I didn't post something today? You know what I mean? You go through these conversations with yourself, and it's like, God, would anybody really miss me if I didn't post today? then you do that, all of that running around in your head, and it's like, nobody missed me. It's okay. I can go a day without it. And you see people posting all the time. Oh, I took some time off and now I'm back. And they talk about the algorithm isn't pushing them now because they haven't been present for a few days. So, and that's what we were talking about too, is when you show up on here, just show up as yourself. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be polished. You don't have to be corporate language and have the perfect comment. Just be you. Just be you. Put your thoughts down, your experience, share, speak from the heart. That's easy to do. That's easy to do, but I just see it more and more that people feel like they have to I don't know, they just watching the posts and the comments. A lot of times I'm like, oh my God, that's got AI fingerprints all over it. It's like, oh my God, when it starts with because, when it starts with but, when it starts with and, when it says, oh God, what's maybe, sometimes. I wonder, I think, oh my God, I could go on and on and on, because you just look at those and you're like, oh God. There was no thought put into that whatsoever. I mean, I'm not saying don't use AI or whatever to help and whatever. We all use it for whatnots, but again, it doesn't have to be perfect, you guys. If you're hovering over the mouse and you're like, oh, I really want to post this, or I really want to share this, but will anybody like it? Is anybody going to comment? And, well, is it worth it? Just do it. Just do it. You'd be surprised. And a lot of the times people are watching and you don't even know it. You don't even know that someone was affected by something that you wrote. Someone walked away after reading your post and was moved, or it brought them to tears, or I'll have people send me a DM and, oh my God, I read your post today. Thank you so much for saying that out loud. You made me cry today. And I always feel bad when I make people cry, but it's like, I just speak from my heart. And when I write and when I tell a story, you're cramming 36 years of healthcare experience, and all of those moments and everything that I've lived through into when I come into writing a post, like the one I wrote the other day for the account executive position at where I work. And we are still looking for an account executive. If anybody knows somebody that knows somebody in Fort Myers, please reach out. And we are looking for marketing too. If anybody knows anybody in Fort Myers, Florida, we are looking for that as well. Just hint, hint, wink, wink. See,
Maurer, I don't know where you're at, but I know you're in Florida, new marketing.
There you go. See, if you know somebody who knows somebody, reach out, you guys, please, please, please. There's so many opportunities. But when I was writing that post the other day, I was thinking, because we want somebody who's passionate and who has empathy and who's familiar with the counties, Lee County and Collier County. And we want somebody that can, kind of come in and have that soft touch and that compassion for people, because everybody's going through something when they're reaching out for home health care and whatnot. But I was thinking, when I wrote that story, I was thinking, because I have 3 sons. So I was thinking, how would my boys feel if it was me? How would they feel if they were trying to navigate their lives, their work, their family, kids, and now mom's sick. Now I have to try and figure out who's going to take care of mom. So that's what I poured into writing that post the other day. I was bringing it to kind of like through their lens. So yeah. So I always just say, just be yourselves, guys. Just keep doing you. And the way everybody shows up in the comments, if you guys show up like that in your posts, you're killing it. You're killing it. You got it. You got it. Yeah. And I love all of you guys. Just so you know, I want to tell you all that. I love you guys so much. I look so forward to this podcast and Max's and Ken's and everybody's who just shows up. And I spend more time in the comment section than I do a lot of times paying attention to who the guest is. But it is all so much fun, because I just feel like we're all sitting around a campfire just having conversations. And it's just so fun. It's so fun. So thank you for this beautiful environment. And I love it. Thank you so much for having me today.
Of course. We're over time, but you know what? Someone asked the question. Let's answer one more question. Why not? Why not?
Go ahead.
Chase said, Kim, what are your thoughts on the biopsychosocial approach versus biomedical only? I don't know what that means. That sounds like a very healthcare centric question.
I don't even know what he said.
Chase said, I have a healthcare/medical question for Kim. Kim, what's your thoughts on the biopsychosocial approach versus biomedical only?
Wow, that's deep. I don't know. I think I'm going to have to come back to that later. Jesus. I'm going to have to think on that. It's been a long day.
Oh my goodness. I know, it's the end of the day. It's a Friday. And I'm just like,
yeah,
hey.
I want to think on that one. That's a really good question. I'll have to go back through. The comments in.
I can send you that question in a DM, so that way you can.
Yeah, I would like to touch back on that.
Whenever you need to. Yeah, think about it.
Yeah, I want to think about that for a few minutes. Yeah, because that's a really deep question. Can you see the steam coming out of my ears, and the hamsters in there on the wheel right now? I'm pondering, Chase. I'm pondering. I will get back to you. I promise.
All right. Well, oh my God, this has been so wonderful. Thank you so much, Kim, for coming on the show and for talking to me and just being such a wonderful person and influence on LinkedIn. Something I meant to say earlier, but it didn't fit in at the time. Is there's this idea of I don't remember the exact quote, but basically if there's no place for you to fit in, that's your sign to go and create that space, because that means that there's other people that don't have a place to go and need that space. And I feel like that's something that you and I have both done here and have done together and coming across each other. So yeah, I wanted to share that.
I agree. I think your community is amazing, and it's a pleasure to be here. And I'm so glad I found you guys. I really, really am. Like I said, I just stumbled across something I think you wrote, and it's like I've been here ever since. So thank you. Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you. Well, I guess, what are your closing thoughts? You made it through the hour. I'm very proud of you. What are your closing thoughts?
My closing thoughts are, keep doing you, girl. Keep doing what you're doing, because it's amazing. And I think everybody that is here found you for a reason and stays for a reason. So just keep shedding this lovely light that you do, and everybody just keep being yourselves and keep showing up, and let's just keep pushing each other to just be kind, to be supportive, to reach out to one another, and just keep doing what you guys are doing. You guys are fripping killing it. It's so much fun every single time in the comments. Everybody is so fun and loving and supportive, and sometimes batshit crazy, but that makes it even more fun. So I love it.
Yes, absolutely. So thank you, everyone that was coming and commenting. Really appreciate it. Sorry we didn't read comments as much, but very much appreciate you being here and commenting. It was not ignored. I promise. And then thank you, Kim, for coming again. This was so good. And as I tell most people, we're going to have to spin the block and bring you back on the show eventually.
Yeah, I would love to.
This next week, I can get rid of the last of this ickiness, and you and I are going to meet up and have a really awesome lunch.
And we're going to freaking video it. We're going to video it and put it in here.
Yeah. Well, have a great evening, everyone. Next Podcassidy will be Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern. All right.
Awesome.
Bye.
Awesome. Bye, guys.